Hello, everyone. We are getting ready to go live concerning the storms in the area. We are under a severe thunderstorm in South Christian, a severe thunderstorm warning for South Christian County, and we'll have all the details here as soon as we can get everything ready to go and we get more people to join us. I want to give everyone a chance to see it. We probably won't be on for a long period of time, but we will be on long enough to get this severe weather out of our way. So join me here in just a few minutes. Okay, we're getting ready. About another 3.5 minutes, and we'll be on live with you, bring you up to date on everything. This does look like it's going to continue for a while, so we'll give you an update on how this is all going to play out as we continue. Good to see a lot of you on here. Hey, Dave, he says he's hungry as usual. Well, I'm currently eating chicken liver and gizzards, so yeah, it's one of those things. Oh my gosh. Shelly Workman, pork tenderloin, scalloped potatoes, and broccoli and squash for here. Oh, good grief. Okay, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to wait till I get ready to go live. One minute to go. Be sure and share with your friends. Let them know that we're going live. I haven't had a chance to promote this real good because the storm came up fairly suddenly, and it is continuing to romp quite a bit out there. So we're going to give you an update here in just a second. We've got less than a minute to go, and we'll be right back. Okay, my mic is hot. Is everybody hearing me okay? And here we go. Hey everybody, we're in doing this update. We have some severe weather in the area. Mark is not with me this evening, by the way. He's doing some special training elsewhere, which, you know, he's good about that. But I'm glad to be here with you. I have so many of you. I'm so glad to see all of you. Good grief. It's like old friends meeting again. Who was it? Stephanie Rogue says, hi, Amy, David, and Mark. Of course, he's not here, but she says, this is our weekly meeting. Well, it's not really, but I appreciate that, Stephanie, because it is a meeting among friends, and that's what we've got here. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. That's in this yellow box that you see right here on the screen. This is the area that's affected. Now, Pembroke is probably going to get in on the act. We'll see how this plays. And I hope Shane is handy because I'm getting a weird sound through the headsets here. It sounds like a siren going off. It may very well be just part of the warnings that we're getting through, but It was a weird little sound, Shane. He's right here with me, so we're trying to get things together. That may be a warning coming out down in the south part.
Yeah, it was a warning somewhere.
Okay, that was a new warning being posted somewhere. So we're going to continue to watch this.
That should flash if it's in our area.
Okay. He tells me that if we get that sound and it flashes in our area, we'll know it's for us. So, okay. So anyway, this is not tornadic. So everybody that's worried about that, do not worry. We don't have any tornadoes with this at this point. I don't see us having any. I think this storm is mostly for the hail part of it. We're looking at, I'll just read this to you, what it says. Hang on here just a second. Okay, this is at 4:36, severe thunderstorm located along a line extending from near Fort Campbell to 8 miles northeast of Big Rock, moving east at 15. So it's not moving really fast. Winds will be 60-mile-an-hour gust and quarter-size hail. Now that's not 1/4; it is size of a quarter-sized hail. They say hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. And the locations impacted include Oak Grove, Fort Campbell, and Herndon right at the moment. So we're going to keep an eye on this and see how it goes. It is continuing to get a lot of lightning and things. Let's see here if I got anybody else that's on here. I don't see too many questions. Hold on just a second. I am getting messages in. Okay, yeah, we're getting hail. I'm seeing hail from Daphne Renison in Pembroke. John Reeves Road in Pembroke. Looks like she's got maybe getting close to dime-sized hail. But anyway, that is something we're going to have to watch for. And as this evening goes on, I do see that this is going to continue for the next couple of days. I don't see much in the way of tornado threats. In fact, we didn't really expect this to become severe, mainly because it just wasn't quite enough instability. But you know, that sun that popped out a little earlier, I don't know how many of you saw that. But that is probably part of what gave it the impetus to go ahead and fire on up and get a little stronger than what we expected. Now, I'm going to pull out a little bit. You can see this entire line. There are weather statements all along it, all the way down past, down to near Milan, Tennessee. And I would expect this is going to continue to develop as the evening goes on. Now, if you get down towards, Columbia, Tennessee, Mount Pleasant, Mount Aqua, southwest of Franklin, Tennessee. Lots of severe weather down there. Again, nothing tornadic. There are no tornado warnings, but this is a sign that the atmosphere has become somewhat unstable. I am getting reports. Let's go up here to Henderson. This has dropped a lot of rain, and they're getting flooding reports. I don't have the exact figure on it just yet, but just wanted to let you know that there is some flooding going on in Henderson. I'll have more details on that as some of my people arrive here. Spotters have been activated, so they are headed in. They're getting ready to deploy out into the field, and we will get some first-hand reports hopefully here in a little bit. But I don't intend to be on here too awfully long, but we're going to stay on long enough to get us through this severe weather event. Let's see, so many of you. I wish I could say hello to everyone. I've missed a lot. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. I can't see Jack. I see Dave was on here. He said he's hungry as usual. Aren't we all? And hey, let's see here. Jackie Mathis says hello. Kelly Braswell. My good friend Nancy Tolliver says she's on here. She says, hi, David. More rain. Yeah, we're going to get it. It looks like a lot of people are still needing rain, believe it or not, up to our north, especially in Hopkins County and places like that haven't received a whole lot. But we're going to be getting quite a bit. I've already measured this morning. I looked out and I measured about 1.5 inches in my rain gauge from earlier. So anyway, we'll see. Let's see here. Tammy Buckner, my good friend, she says, hi, David. Tammy, I'm glad to see you on here. I know you're not scared after watching me the other night, and I really appreciate you so much. Mark Booker is on, listening in and watching. He says, hello all, listening in for a bit before he goes off to that training that we were talking about. I'm going to have Dave Sturgis join us here in a minute once he gets everything situated with the spotters, if he is so inclined to. But let's see here. Sissy Atwell says she's watching from Georgia. Well, good for you, Sissy. I remember when you used to be up here with us, and I'm glad to see that you're with us and doing well. Susan Lamb says hello, and Shelley Workman says all our Thunder buddies are here. And yes, that is true. I do think the world of you guys. So let me get back out of this. Let's get back to the place at hand. We'll go down here. We are seeing some more storms develop off to the west of Crofton. Hopkinsville is still getting pounded in southern parts. Now, up in the north part, you're not getting much of anything. In fact, after you get past Kelly, there's nothing all the way up to Crofton. So this is all moving, I think, to the east from what I read. And, of course, the individual cells may also be moving northeast somewhat, but they're not moving real fast. So we'll keep an eye on this. Shelley Workman says, thanks, Eric Brake. Glad somebody likes me. Thinks like me. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Tammy Buckner says, I love you, my dear friend. Feel a lot safer when you're here. Tammy, you know what happened last time you and I talked. It was a very touching moment, and I'll never forget you forever. But some of you have become very close friends, and I think the world of you. Okay, let's keep on. I hear something going on. There's another warning being issued somewhere, but I don't see it unless it's back here up around Metropolis, just outside of, just across the river into southern Illinois. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning there. It does look like all these are kind of going severe. I think what I want to do right now is I want to take a look at some of these cameras, if I can get some that shows up into our area. I'll look at this UT Martin, see if it shows anything much. And, of course, they don't have the camera up, so let's try Union City. Okay, well, this is not good. We've got blue skies showing up in Union City. That's off to our southwest. And you can see that the traffic is fairly light there and moving along. But if you look up here, you see these storm clouds off in the west ahead of this blue skies. That's not something we like to see in this situation like this. So we may not be done with this yet. We may continue to build up somewhat, and we'll just see how it plays out. So the temperature there is 88 degrees. My goodness, that's pretty warm. Dew point 62.2, and all of you know that we have to have a dew point of 57 really to get severe weather. That's not always the case, but it's most always the case. Chris Meacham says he sees an outflow boundary south of Dover. Dover. I'm going to have to go in here and look at that. It's not really showing up on our radar just yet, but it could be. Let me go in here and check mine on my local mobile radar, because it sometimes can do pretty good. I've got so many people joining us. I see Danny has joined us. Danny, I'm glad to see you on here with us. And anyway, Brianna Harden says hello from Lewisburg and Logan County. Paula Wagner says it's quiet here in Dawson Springs, but it's still raining. You see Big Rock. This one right here is still looking kind of stout to me, even though they've taken off the special weather statement. I will not be surprised if maybe Pembroke may get a warning, or at least a special weather statement on that before it's all said and done. But yeah, I am enjoying all these folks. Like I said, Danny's been on here with us. I've got Dave from Huntington, West Virginia. A lot of folks are joining us. There's the special weather statement I was talking about right there. It's just come up for Pembroke. Let's see what it says. If it gets, there we go. Okay, it says wind gust up to 50 miles an hour and penny-sized hail, and we've already seen that. A lot of folks watching us over on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. We are simulcasting. We've got several viewers over there. I see Connie Cancer's there. She says hello. Hello, Connie. Patricia Fuller, Vicki Elkins. Let's see here. Jan Colwell says she thinks Katie's going to mildew. Okay, I got you. Let's see here. Chelsea Reese says, what does Hopkinsville look like? 2 of my kids had surgery today. Please tell me no severe weather. Well, it's not too bad, Chelsea. It's just, it is some pretty strong storms. It says wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour, penny-sized hail. This is radar indicated, and that's going to be impacting Pembroke. So if you're not down the Pembroke area, you're probably okay. I hear a new warning coming in. Let's see what that one is for. Hey, Dave has arrived. Dave, can you tell me what that's about? Yeah. Hang on just a second. Okay, I found it. It's right here. It looks like this storm down here around Big Rock has actually become severe, which is what we were suspecting. So now we're dealing with another storm. This will be crossing over to Kentucky here momentarily, and I suspect that we will go back under another warning for probably Oak Grove, Pembroke, maybe even getting over into Todd County. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Paula Wagner wants to know about Guthrie. Well, so far Guthrie's okay. It's back over here. We've got a little shower off to the west of it, but it is not severe at this time. But we're going to have to watch these, especially if we do in fact have a, I'm sorry, I'm getting another warning in my ear. Connie Cancer is asking any hail for Hopkinsville. Connie, it is a possibility we will see hail up to a 1/4 inch, meaning quarter size hail, but we're going to have to watch that and see. Hey, Gwen Cruz, my good friend, she says, hello, David. Gwen, it's always nice to see you. Let's see, Shelley Workman says, if we call you Dave, what do we call the other one? She's referring to Dave up in West Virginia. I'm looking for other hail reports coming in. So far, nothing major. Let's see here. Okay, we're getting reports that a funnel was just reported in Butler County, that Missouri. Okay, that'd be in Butler County, Missouri. So let's go back this way. I'm not sure where that's located. I am going to look at the cameras here. I will tell you that just because you see a funnel does not necessarily mean that it is going to be a tornado, because they're saying that there could be. Oh, okay, I see what you said, Mark. He said she's referring to Dave Sturgis, so that's what. Okay, very good. A cold air funnel is basically it is a funnel, but it doesn't have the strength that they have with a regular tornado, and most of the time they don't touch down. They're scary to see, but that's about it so far. Okay, I do have. Where did that come from?
NWS.
Okay, NWS is showing a cold air funnel right now. I wish I could show that on here. I don't suppose there's any way we can get it up, is there?
It's off the chat.
Okay, it's off the NWS chat. It's showing a cold air funnel that they are seeing. So, again, just because you see a funnel does not necessarily mean it's something to be feared. It is interesting, though. If they ever do touch down, they're usually EF0 or maybe an EF1. I haven't seen many that go above that in strength. But again, don't worry about that too much. We don't have a major tornado threat going on. But I continue to see as I look these cameras back to our west and southwest, wow, more sunny skies. That is not good. And you see these storms are building up around it. That's an unusual formation right there. We have a lot of crepuscular rays. Then we have some virga back here that looks like it's raining pretty good. So I'm going to get off this. I don't have Gibson County's cameras up. We like to watch this area back to the southwest for obvious reasons because that does move up our way. I'm still wondering if this is going to get over into Kentucky. This severe thunderstorm warning that's right here on the border, or it comes up to the border, includes Big Rock and Dover. So if you're watching around Big Rock and Dover, you are getting some pretty nasty weather right at the moment. Let me see if I can get that up. That storm is moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, again with wind gust of 60 and quarter-sized hail. They're expecting hail damage to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Locations impacted include Big Rock, Dover, Indian Mound. So if you get in the path of this, be sure to take cover. Don't take a chance on it. Shane, if Dave is ready, he can join me. It's up to you. Okay, so we're trying to decide if Dave's going to join us now. He does have a responsibility to the spotters. And so I do hear another warning coming in out there, but let's see what it's going to be. The cold air funnel was in Butler County, Missouri, from what I'm being told. And it did not touch down, even though it looked pretty ominous. Anita Wright says wind just got gusty in Todd County near the monument. Let's see, yeah, that would be right here. Somewhere in this, there's Fairview right here. So the monument's about there. So yeah, that would be ahead of this storm right here. This is a pretty stout storm, so don't let it fool you just because it doesn't have a warning on it. That one's pretty strong. Shane's doing something to me here, so hang on just a minute. Let's see what he's doing. I'm sure it's some kind of magic he's going to perform for us.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Cody Kent says, is there anything in Nortonville? I'll check it here in just a second, Cody. And how's Oak Grove looking? That's from Lisa Murray. Katie Lynn says, David, help me keep my friend here. Ha ha ha. Tell him he can't drive into Dawson Springs. Okay, you can't drive into Dawson Springs. You have to walk. Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. Who is this unmasked man that I see in here? I believe that's Dave Sturgis about to join us. Did you just get up, Dave? Oh, wait a minute. There he is. Hey, David, can you hear me yet? Oh,
all right. I think I'm unmuted now.
You are unmuted. I can hear you really good.
Good.
So,
hello, everybody.
Yeah, David's joined us. Let's see here.
We're getting things powered up around Mark's desk.
Yeah, and I guess you've got spotters coming in as well.
Yes. And we've got enough for a couple of teams to go out.
Good. hopefully they can go live. We'll be able to see what they see.
Yeah, I believe Chuck is here,
Oh,
and
great.
Warren.
Oh, yeah, my buddy
Patty.
Warren Dickinson, Patty. Well, we got some good teams out there. Those guys are all experienced, well, except for Warren, but we won't count him because he's been around us so long that he's picking up on it pretty good. Let's see, Mermaid Cakes, so good to see you. She says, wrong account, LOL. Hey, Thunder Buddies. I guess everybody's got the name Thunder Buddies. If you're on here with us, then you're a Thunder Buddy, and I'm glad to have you. Jess says, hey, Thunder Buddies.
Hi,
Let's see.
Connie.
Yeah, Connie says she's got a meeting at 6, and actually I'm supposed to be teaching a spotter training in there at about 5:30. What time is it anyway? I don't even know what time it is.
It's about almost 5 o'clock.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to wing it. If they have arrived, we may see a couple of newbies come in, and I'm looking forward to meeting them. Hopefully they'll get here. Mermaid Cake says, yes, everyone is a Thunder Buddy because we gather for the weather. Man, I swear, I just love you, girl. You've been on here with us a long time. Dave is still here with us. Dave, I'm glad to see you, man.
Yeah, it's good to see Dave out there.
Hopefully you got something to eat because he said he was hungry. You know, I'm eating. I actually have. You know what I've got? I've got a gizzard, and it is so good. It'll make a bulldog break a log chain.
That's one I'll have to remember.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry too. I think Dave's like me. You know, he gets on here sometimes. We get hungry. Mark Booker says OJT for the spotters tonight. Let's see, what does that mean, Mark? I've forgotten. Oh man, that was really good. Are you eating something in there?
No,
I
that
could've-
storm.
Go ahead, man.
That storm down around Dover is it's a very long, severe line of weather that seems to be training our way.
Yeah, and you know what that means is that they're probably going to get some flooding down in here before long.
Yeah, they were already under a flash flood. Looks like a warning.
Yeah. Mark Booker says OJT is on the job training, and yeah, he's right. Some of these spotters, they don't get their feet wet very good. They have to end up going out with some of the more experienced spotters. Deborah says, where'd you get your gizzards, Dave? I got them at the BP at the corner of North Drive and, let's see, I know where McDonald's and Hardee's and Taco Bell, you know.
Yeah,
there's-
North Drive and
What is that?
Seventh.
Seventh Street. That's right. That's right. But unfortunately, the lady felt so sorry for me because I had to wait behind someone that was getting a lottery ticket for about, oh gosh, a long time. So she said, I tell you what, I'll make them a deal of you. She charged me $2 for a whole big sack full. I'm so proud of that woman. Anyway, Mermaid Cake says liver and onions, says one of my favorites. Got to have fried apples and mashed potatoes with them. Oh, you guys, you're killing me. But anyway, what better way to spend wait a minute, what day of the week is it? This is Tuesday? A Tuesday evening than right here with myself and Dave Sturgis and Shane Goodwin, and Amy will be joining us here shortly, and all the other spotters and intercept teams are coming in. They're all about to deploy. We'll be getting some live reports with them here. So we're going to keep on watching this. I'm going to see. I want to take a look at. Let's take a look at this live camera right here. Columbia, Tennessee. And yeah, they're getting pelted pretty. That's some heavy rain coming down. But it doesn't look like much in the way of wind. I don't see the leaves moving on the trees too much.
I don't want to see. Do you need
I
to
can
get
still hear you.
it? Sorry.
I love messing with them. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so we're watching that. Let's look at this over here at Lewisburg, Tennessee. See what that looks. That's inside that severe thunderstorm warning. I need to turn your volume down just a tad, Dave. I got to figure out how to do that.
Let me see if I can do it.
Okay. Okay, Mark
How's that?
Booker is leaving.
Better?
Yeah, that's much better. Mark Booker says, time for me to go. Be safe all. Hey, Mark, I'm sorry you can't be with us, but we're having a good time anyway. James Dolworth says, it's pouring rain in Auburn. And Andrea Cook says, hi, David. Andrea Cook says, hi, Thunder Buddies. Boy, that seems to be a phrase that has caught up. Okay, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Lewisburg, Tennessee, and Shelbyville. Again, nothing new up here in our neck of the woods just yet. Hopkinsville still, the north side is clear. This is all happening in the southeastern Christian County. But these are moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, so they're moving slowly. This is what we call training. That means they're training, moving across the same area over and over again and putting down a lot of rain. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some flooding conditions down here. We've already had reports of flooding up in Henderson. If this big cell up here, it's now over in Evansville. And we'll just show you that for a second. You can see it's a pretty strong storm. It's not warned yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a warning come back on it. And we look back down along the Ohio River now. It seems to be several things forming. As we look back even further to our southwest, I don't see a whole lot back that way. But again, we're going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to check this camera here. It's right on the edge of this storm. Let's see what it looks like. This is Humboldt, Tennessee. And kind of a peaceful little town there. You know, I love these live cameras. They sure show some good things. Dave, I swear Dave he says, I voted today in Huntington, West Virginia, and he's donated $10 to the channel. Hey, Dave, I appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very appreciative. We just cannot say enough good things about Dave. He's been with us pretty much since day one, almost ever since this channel came online, probably, let's see, I think it was in March of last year. So we've been on here a little over a year, and we're still growing. And by the way, I do have some good things we're going to be talking about. I'm having a meeting tonight with a new addition to our staff, and you guys are going to love this. You know, the main thing we've been depending on is weather. And obviously, when we don't have weather, there's periods of time when we go for a while and you don't see anything. Well, we're fixing to add a naturalist to our staff. He is, to me, one of the best in the country, and his name is Scott Shoup. I almost forgot him for a second there, but he's written several books. I happen to have one of them right here. I'm going to show it to you just so you get a look at it. Okay, let me get over here. He wrote this book. He's written, I think, about 8 of these books, and he has 2 more about to come out. And so I want to promote him because you guys are going to get to meet him and see him firsthand pretty soon. He's going to be doing a lot of specials with us. We call them evergreens. They're stories that you can come on here and watch, and there's no date to them. You can watch them anytime, and you will be edumacated. That's what I would call it. You will find out everything you need to know about whatever topic he's talking about, but it'll usually have to do with wildlife and nature and things in and around Kentucky and Tennessee, and in fact the region. We'll be talking about stuff like the disappearing birds of Kentucky, the ones that are no longer seen very much. To name a few, maybe the whippoorwill is one that's kind of going downhill, along with, I haven't seen much in the way of meadowlarks. It's another one that's kind of disappearing. And I used to enjoy watching those, but we'll see. There's a lot to learn, and he's going to have a lot to share with you. I'm going to be participating in that too, so you're going to get to see more of my thoughts. And so some exciting times coming. So be sure and subscribe to this channel. You won't be sorry, and it don't cost you anything to subscribe, but it helps us. It helps us to provide this service to you. You know, this radar is not cheap. It is, to me, a top-of-the-line radar that you can't get just anywhere. And it certainly has a lot of bells and whistles with it. I haven't even explored all of them. But that's what your subscription will do. It'll help us, and it helps us to continue to provide this service to you. And so, yeah, that's one of those things that we hope to be able to do in the future, and you're going to enjoy what's coming, I promise you. Okay, let's see here. Andrea Cook says, we had some heavy rain and some small hail and some good winds, along with thunder and lightning. It was good enough to the power went out for a bit, but not bad out in Herndon. Sounds good. I do have a power outage. Let's see. I need to get back up to Kentucky. I see a special weather statement just came out just towards Nashville now. So if any of you are watching down in Tennessee, Clarksville, you're probably going to get in on this action here soon. We'll watch and see how it moves. But I'm seeing special weather statements come out for Logan County, over around Russellville and Whippoorwill. And Fairview has a special weather statement out. Trenton has a special weather statement out along with Guthrie. So these storms are kind of kicking things up a little bit. I'm moving this around so you can get up behind my big head here and see it. Now
that line of
Go ahead.
That line of storms that we're looking at, that's going through our area down, and that it's training over us around Paris and even down towards Jackson. Those storms, a part of that line, are all have special weather statements to them.
Yeah,
So
and
we could go.
I would expect that one near Paris and Henry's probably going to have a severe statement warning on it before too long, and that is in our coverage area. We're going to try to keep an eye on that for you. We really cover everything north of I-40, all the way up to the Ohio River, and from I-65 westward to the Mississippi River. So that's the area we try to concentrate on, but it doesn't mean that if you have a request, we will be glad to look at that request and try to get you whatever you ask for. Susie Foster says, "Ugh, I'm in Clarksville." Yeah, I'm sorry, Susie, but I don't think it's going to be anything too bad. But yeah, you're going to probably get some pretty good rains here before long. Let's see here. Scott McFerrin, my old friend Scott. Hey, Scott. He says he heard a whippoorwill last Friday during the solar storm. Boy, wasn't those northern lights something to see. Did you get to see those, Dave?
I missed them.
You missed them?
Yeah, my eyes closed
Oh, well, that'll happen.
for the duration.
I did get a chance to see them, and I know a lot of my friends did. They were posting beautiful pictures right and left. I should have brought some of those to put on here, but this happened so quick. Let's see. Chris D says, does anything look tornadic in Kentucky? Not at this time, but like I said earlier, you could see some cold air funnels. Yeah, technically they're a tornado, but not really. They operate differently. They're not pendant from a wall cloud usually, and they seldom touch down, although they can. But it's very, very non-impactful. Shelley,
It looks like
go ahead.
It looks like that severe thunderstorm warning down in the Dover area has been dropped.
Yes, it does. I guess they allowed it to expire. It may seem like there's a little weakening in the line overall. We still got some strong stuff back towards Humboldt. And I want to look at this camera here real quick. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd say they're getting it. Blinding rain, it looks like. And it is really coming down. This is Humboldt, Tennessee. So, it does look like it. I got to find my mouse. My mouse ran away with me somewhere. Okay, I guess I found it. Okay, I did find it. Yeah, that's this is that area we were looking at. This is the camera that I was looking at. Right, let's see if I can get you to see it. Right in here. So, and it does have a special weather statement on it. I'm gonna look at that one more time. Yeah, it is really blinding rain. It looks like they've got a lot of water coming down. This is Humboldt, Tennessee. If you happen to be going that way, this is what you can expect. You're going to probably have to pull over and let this pass because it's too blinding to even drive in this. So that is some torrential rains. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little hail mixed in with it. So you folks down in that vicinity, right in here, you're going to have to be careful. I think I'm going to go in a little closer look on it.
By the way, there is, in the Clarksville area, there is a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and western and middle Tennessee. Effective this Tuesday afternoon and evening from 1:50 p.m., which was earlier, until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Isolated damaging wind gusts to 60 mile per hour possible. Isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. And well, you already know what it includes. It includes a large area
Right.
of Middle Tennessee.
Okay.
So,
All right, everybody. We're still hanging in there. We're going to continue. The worst of the warning seems to have been dropped. As long as these weather statements are out, though, I'm going to hang on for a little while. Bowling Green, you're getting some pretty heavy rains right about now. I do hear another warning has come out. Let's see where it is. I'm pulling out to see if I see anything flashing, but I don't.
it wasn't a cicada warning, was it?
Oh my goodness. Are you listening to those? They are really making some racket now.
Yeah, it's quite something.
I've been trying to get some video of them, of the hatch, but I just haven't been able to get really good stuff yet. So if any of you have some good video where it's not running all over the place, it's kind of the way you shoot videos, you take the shot, hold it for about 5 seconds, and then move on to the next one. So that's what makes a good piece of video that I can use. And add some close-ups, medium shots, wide shots, all that goes to making a good piece of video. I'll teach you guys how to shoot video one of these days. Amy Crabtree, she says, I'm on my way. Dave says, fried cauliflower and mashed taters. Oh, good grief. Dave,
That sounds good.
it does, doesn't it? I guess he posted that a little while ago. I'm just now seeing it. Jenny Rogers says, hi, David and Dave. I need sunshine, warmer weather, and is it going to happen anytime soon? Well, maybe, maybe not. If that's a good answer, really, that's the typical weather guy answer. But yeah, you know, this is the time of year. Oh my goodness, my good friend Donna has come in here with goodies. Oh, I have such good people. They
She's
love
always
me.
good for that.
Oh, isn't she? She's one of the best around.
Coffee this time.
Oh, she brought coffee. You make it light and sweet.
Not yet.
Oh, you got to put your finger in it, right? Oh, what is this?
That's cream.
Oh, this is cream. Okay. I thought it was a glass of milk. Okay, everybody, we're still watching. Don't give up on us. If you have a request, let us know. Stephanie Rose says she posted her photos on Facebook of the Northern Lights. I remember seeing those, Stephanie. They were absolutely gorgeous. So you guys are shooting some good pictures.
Yeah, I've seen hundreds of incredible photos.
I know, isn't it?
Yes.
We're watching these still up along the Ohio River. That's a little bit worrisome. So far, they don't appear to be intensifying too much. But it,
How many sugars? How many sugars?
light and sweet, that's all I can say.
You have no help.
I know. Well, but you are an expert at taking care of us. And she really is. That woman right there is absolutely the best.
I don't know how you saying that.
I hear Amy's voice. Oh my gosh, there she is. Amy has joined me in this room in here. Okay, Ann Moore says, how's Bowling Green looking? December 21st, tornado hit us, rebuilt, finally moved back home in December 23. And I can tell you right now, you don't have anything to worry about in this one. I don't see anything tornadic in any of this stuff. The most that could happen, you might see a cold air funnel, but again, that's nothing to be really concerned about. Keep an eye on it because they can touch down, but even then, if they do, there's very little damage, usually an EF0 or something of that sort. So, yeah, don't worry. I do hear more thunder outside our studios here.
And I do see Logan County has got a special weather statement. Nothing
Yes.
severe yet, but I didn't know if y'all had already mentioned that.
No, I mean, I mentioned they had one, but I don't think I read it. I guess I should do that
Okay.
for the folks over
Well, I can
there.
read it for you.
Okay.
At 5:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Elkton to Guthrie. Movement was east at 30 miles per hour. The hazard is wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour and pea-sized hail. It's radar indicated, so there could be gusty winds that could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects.
That's 8 sugars.
It includes Russellville, Cooperstown, Justice, Gordonsville, Danby, Eppley's Dot, Crossroad, Lickskillet, and Schley.
Yeah, I guess it is Schley. I used to call it Shiley, but that's not right either.
It might be.
But you might also note there's torrential rainfall occurring with those storms, and that's going to lead to localized flooding, no doubt. So do not drive your vehicle through those flooded roadways. You don't want to get caught up in flowing water and lose your vehicle, and hopefully don't lose you. So we're going to keep watching this just a little bit longer. Is everybody enjoying this? Luke Swagger, my old buddy Luke is on here with us. He is a master chef, Dave. I just thought I'd tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he really is a chef, and he can cook some food. Oh my gosh, I eat too much of his cooking, I tell you, and I've lost weight, but man, he makes me want to go off of it. Samantha Bowley says it's raining cats and dogs in Elkton, and I can see that. Yeah, it's that would be in this area right here. I'm gonna go in here a little closer. Everybody can see where you're at or where you're located. That's not good English. Where you're at. Huh. Susie Foster says our sky looks zigzaggy and it's weird. Leo says lightning, rain, and thunder in Lovelessville, Kentucky. Okay, everybody. I need you to subscribe. I need subscribers. Come on, baby. Help me get up here a little bit higher on the subscription list.
And don't forget on Facebook, if you'll follow us, it lets everybody know that we have people that like us. So
yeah, it would be good to have as many followers as we can get over on that Facebook page, Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. If you're watching it on Facebook, that's where you go to see what's happening. I'm looking to see if we've got many people. We don't have too many people. Let's see. Okay, Angie Ballard says no power in Deer Lick. Let's see. That was 5 minutes ago, looks like. And wind is picking up with a little darkness in Hopkinsville. That's from Chelsea Reese.
so it's pronounced Sly.
Oh, okay. How'd you find that out? Somebody told you.
Jackie Barnett.
Jackie
posted
Jernigan. She is an old friend of mine. I've known her for years and years. But she's an expert at English stuff. She corrects me all the time. Ann Moore says, thank you, David. John Bruce Ferguson, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Mamatis clouds, storm is done. And you're probably right. If you're seeing Mamatis, that storm should be pretty well done for you. Amy Dinah Dunn has sent a question of how do we buy cups and such. So if you can, are you over there? No, she's not over there. Anyway, you can go to, I'll get Amy to tell you here in just a little bit. Mermaid Cakes, my good friend Jessica says, I still vote we plan a Thunder Buddies potluck every time we get on here since we all get hungry. Boy, that's a good idea, isn't it? Are you going to cook? Her name's Jessica. I like I said, I've known her for a long time. She lives up around, somewhere up around Nortonville. I won't give her exact location, but I know she's a big fan of the S word, the snow, and she actually makes me a fan of it too. Karen Schneider over on the Facebook page says, "LOL, cicada warning." Boy, you're right about that. They are. You hear that humming? It almost sounds like me humming out there in the woods somewhere. That's kind of what it sounds like. Well, maybe not as bad as that, but anyway. And
sounds like something on a science fiction movie.
Yes, it does. And Jessica says, Mermaid Cake says, well, of course I'll cook. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't be able to cook enough for this whole bunch because everybody is so hungry. What is it about weather and coming on here that makes us all hungry? I guess because we're in good company. We all like each other. Let's see.
It looks like all that heavy rain has passed through Hopkinsville, and it's moved to the southeast. Pembroke is getting hammered, and Elkton is. Oak Grove, you're still getting a lot of rain,
Yeah.
and those storms are going to continue to train. It looks like for a while.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to put this in motion. Let's see what it looks like. There's some strange movement in it. You see this, watch this one big blob right there, pushes down, and then it just kind of dissipates. It won't go any further. So there's something right here. This could be some kind of boundary of some type. And everything's,
Cap of some kind.
well, no, if there's a cap, there wouldn't be anything. It's some type of boundary, a little disturbance that's come along it. You know, I don't think I've even seen the weather forecast. Shelley Workman says she's totally with Jessica. Mermaid cakes. Chris D says we've not heard any cicadas in Logan County yet. Yeah, I don't know. At first, it's kind of hard to realize what they are when you hear it. But it sounds like a bunch of them that's all in the trees, kind of in the distance a little bit. I haven't had any right at my house. I saw one cicada at my house, but all the woods on up near me are all full of them. You can hear them.
It's just a continual drone.
It is. It sure is. Jackie Mathis says, I can hear the cicadas before I open the door and roar all day long now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people say that some areas could have drowned some of the cicadas before they came. You know, we had that big heavy rain the other day.
I guess that's possible.
I'll tell you something else I've got. I've got moles in my yard. I just wonder if the moles are eating some of the grubs before they actually get to the surface. Here comes my friend Amy. Amy, they were asking how they can purchase cups and such. Nina Dunn on the chat. So Nina, Amy's here, and she's going to chat with you and tell you how in just a moment. Stephanie Rogue says she hasn't heard any cicadas at all in Clarksville. And Deborah says she just posted a video on Watchers of the Wind. That's the Facebook page. For those who are subscribed, can go in there and get some special features. Again, that's something we're going to work on and get a lot more things going. Pink says, I had like 8 or so cicadas on my porch yesterday. That's several. And Shelley Workman says we've got them in Katie's. Daxton Lear says a lot of thunder and lightning in Greenville, which would probably drown out the cicadas. Okay, Amy has posted on there where you can get it. It says, anyone interested in merchandise, please send an email to, and she gives the email address on there. If you're on chat, it's David Powell Weather and Wisdom at gmail.com. All one word. What'd you do? Drop a set out of your ring in there?
No, somebody's rolling around on a chair.
Okay. Let's see. Nana Dunn says she loves the sound. They seem to move from the woods in front of my house to the woods behind my house. Quite. Chris Meacham, man, he says chocolate-covered cicadas. And you know, I've heard of that. You won't catch me eating them, but I've heard of it. I hear they're a little crunchy after you get past the chocolate in there.
I'm sure if you fry them.
Hey, well, you're not going to catch me doing it. I've eaten just about anything that crawls or walks on 4 legs, but I draw the line at insects. I'm not too hot on those. Boy, Donna sure made some good coffee. Whew. Well,
Yeah, she's getting good at making that coffee.
that's right. Amy, do we have many people over there?
There's a few.
I should go talk to them. All right. Dave, I'm going to let you take over for me. I need to go address the spotters that have arrived for training. And I'll be back in just a minute, though. Y'all hang in there here for just a little bit. Dave, if you run out of things to talk about, get a hold of, well, let's see, Shelly and Dave is always good for a few comments. Mermaid Cakes 88, love her to pieces. She's always good for comments. And of course, Chris Beecham always has off-colored comments, chocolate-covered cicadas. I can't believe that. Susie Foster says, "Hi, Amy. I sent you an email last time. Y'all were on about a sticker." Okay, so I'll be back. Everybody hang on. Stay with Dave. You'll like him.
All right, Dave. Just a recap of what's going on, and sorry, I've got a lot of monitors around me. We've got to the east of Hopkinsville, we've got several
Have you seen
weather
Scott?
statements that could either be they aren't severe storms, but they're dropping a lot of heavy rain. And then down to the around Dover, just to the west of Clarksville, there's a flash flood warning for the next 2.5 hours. And then this whole line of storms that you see in front of you is slowly moving to the southwest or southeast, but the storms tend to be training over the same areas. So there's going to be a lot of water dropped in the areas for the time being. Also, cicadas are great fish bait, according to Leo. And this could go on for a couple of hours here. It looks like it's slowly moving towards Nashville. Nashville's had a few severe thunderstorm warnings to the south so far in the past hour or so. And there may still be some warnings up there. Let me check this screen here. Yeah, around Bell Buckle, around Murfreesboro, Normandy, Shelbyville, and even to the south of all that, there's some weather warnings there, thunderstorm warnings. And Amy is letting Susie know that she's replied to her email. And we're looking at the winds right now, and it doesn't look like anything major happening in those storms. No rotation, nothing of any kind. And of course, to the south of Christian County, there's a good sized thunderstorm watch, which means that conditions are favorable for severe weather. And that's until 8 o'clock tonight. That's an interesting. Where's that? Around McKinnon, Tennessee. There may be a little bit of rotation in that one, just to the west of McKinnon. It's got hail in it. But we are still, looks like way down in Tullahoma, Tennessee, they've got a severe storm with that series of storms down there. But the, like I said, the severe thunderstorm watch for Clarksville is until 8 o'clock. And this whole area of Middle Tennessee is under the severe thunderstorm watch until 8. Wind gusts could get up to 60 miles or even more, and there could be isolated hail around 1.5 inches in diameter. Right now, there's nothing severe until you get down to Tullahoma, Tennessee, but everything seems to be calming down a bit, it seems. It could pulse back up at any moment, but there's still a lot of rain in the area. We're going to probably get some flash flood issues in the area because of all this water that's being dropped. Who wants to be on board for a weather cookout? Shelly asks. And Stephanie says, go Clarksville. Yeah, they've been getting a lot of rough weather down in that area past several weeks. And let's see. I'm looking at a camera over in Katie's. I don't have any control over the screen in front of you, but the camera I'm looking at in Katie's is showing mostly cloudy. Doesn't look like it's raining over there, and it seems to be clearing off. It may clear off a bit here shortly. And Stephanie, I'm so over it. She says, yeah, we've gotten a lot of weather here in the past week or so, and a lot of sleepless nights for our weather spotters as they go out when the weather is going and brave their they go out and they spot the bad weather, and a lot of times it's the weather spotters that report to the National Weather Service that there's severe weather, and that's a lot of times why we get these severe weather warnings. It's because of weather spotters, a lot like what we have here at our Weather Ops Center. They are doing a meeting right now of the weather spotters, so Dave will be back here in just a few minutes, and he will take over again. And I've got Shannon behind me, who's keeping up with the National Weather Service chat and the radios, and keeping everything recorded. So we have many people with different hats at this location. Of course, Dave has got the YouTube channel, David Powell Weather and Wisdom, and we just are happy that you're here. And Shelly Workman says that it's still looking dark over Trigg, moving to Hopkinsville. Yeah, it's moving away from Trigg County, and it's moving over towards Hopkinsville. But it looks like the rain for the time being is gone for the Katie's area. It has moved over to the east, southeast, and of course, all that water is staying in about a 25-mile area, and it's just moving up the line to the southeast or to the northeast. And if you look at the radar here, this is the moving radar that Dave has set up for us. Thanks, Shelly. It's pouring in Clarksville, is what Stephanie Rogue says. And that certainly is what we're seeing here on the radar. And I'm still looking around. And it looks like one of the special weather statements to the east of Hopkinsville has dropped. And it does look like these storms are starting to weaken a bit. And so, and we're not really in the area that's marked for possible severe weather, but it could happen because we're very close to the moderate area that could get the weather. Clarksville's in the area that could get the rough weather today and point south. So just stay with us and we'll keep you updated. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, like us, and on YouTube, if you would, subscribe. And that gets our algorithm up, and so that at some point we may be able to generate a little cash. So if you would, please do that and tune in to us frequently as we go live, and so that we can keep you notified of the weather. I think right now we're in cicada spring, which to me is odd because the cicadas, in my opinion, are supposed to come out sometime around July or August, but they came out, in my opinion, a little early. What about Bowling Green? Ethel Adams is asking. Well, let me see. Actually, this one's better. Well, it looks like y'all have some rain, and there is a special weather statement in that area. And it's going to last another 7 minutes, but it's going to dump an awful lot of rain. That seems to be the biggest threat from these storms at the moment. So we are keeping things, we're keeping an eye on everything. You're welcome, Stephanie. All right. And we still have the flash flood warning for the Bumpus Mills area down to Dover and Indian Mound and Cumberland City still going on. So that seems to be this place where there's been so much rain coming down. And of course, it's been raining there off and on for the past week or so. And so the ground is saturated. So, the ground gets so loose, a little breeze might push a tree over. And so just beware. If you've come across any flooding, don't cross it. Stay dry. And just don't cross any flooded areas. As you can see, I'm not used to doing this, but I'm enjoying it. That was grumpy. All right. And everything looks like just good old-fashioned thunderstorms. Now, it does look like between Russellville and Olmsted, there's a pretty good downpour going on there. So just beware of that area. There could be some sort of flooding that'll happen in that area. And I think I see some sort of a little alert. They're seeing hail size of 1.42 inches. That's probably radar indicated. And it looks like a pretty good hail core there. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Bowling Green, you've still got that weather statement. Bowling Green has got a weather statement for Logan County. Bowling Green seems to be in the bullseye of that. And then up towards Paducah, there seems to be a couple of weather statements up in that area on the Kentucky side and also on the Illinois side. So these storms are still packing a punch, and they're going to drop a lot of rain. So just keep with us, and we'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on. But that storm, the heaviest storm right now, looks like it's over in Logan County, in the Russellville area, actually just south of Russellville. But it seems to be moving to the northeast, and so you might want to keep your eyes to the sky, Russellville. It may get you're going to get some heavy rain, maybe some good lightning. And Lewisburg, Kentucky, Chris D says that it's pouring out there. Yeah, there's lines of rain all over the place. There's one to the south around Murfreesboro to Tennessee, or to Nashville, to Murfreesboro, to Tullahoma, and then southward there. There's another big line of storms from Bowling Green, Kentucky, to down around Jackson, Tennessee. And then there's other scattered storms around the Paducah and Harrisburg areas, and even out towards Cape Girardeau. They're having more rain out there. All right, and it looks like these storms are really starting to peter out. Still dropping a lot of rain, but they're weakening. And it still looks like there's a couple of storms down around McKinnon and Big Sandy in Tennessee that may have a hail core. There is still a good size hail core in the storms around just southwest of Russellville, Kentucky, in Logan County. So beware and keep your eyes peeled for hail. Could be some large hail. And Bowling Green, let's take a look at that weather statement. It's got 17 minutes left on it. It says at 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 7 miles northeast of Elkton to 8 miles east of Guthrie. Movement was east at 10 miles per hour, so it's moving pretty slow. The hazard, could be wind gust up to 40 miles an hour. It's radar indicated, and it includes the following locations: Russellville, Adairville, Lewisburg, Ensco, Gordonsville, Spa, Eppleys, Hilltop, Dennis, and Crossroad. And there could be torrential rainfall is also occurring with these storms. It may lead to localized flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Frequent cloud to ground lightning is occurring with these storms. Lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm, so seek a safe shelter inside a building or vehicle. And that's for the Bowling Green area, that weather statement. And let's see. Yeah, the storms in the Hopkinsville area look like they're kind of moving out. There's still a shower in the Hopkinsville area down to Caskey. Pembroke's got some rain, and but after that, it looks like it's just light rain. After that, it looks like the storms are calming down for our area in Hopkinsville and Christian County. But to the east, there's quite a bit of storms, and to the southwest, there's still quite a few storms. It may come up into our area. There's more storms that look like they're coming out of the Bumpus Mills area in New Concord, Kentucky area. So we still have a chance for some more thunder tonight. And just like we said earlier, keep with us. And not sure what you're saying there, Chris Meacham. Jack Zoeyes. But stay with us. If you haven't already, please follow us on Facebook. It's David Powell, Weather and Wisdom. And on YouTube, if you would follow us there, or not follow us, but subscribe to us, it'll help us with our with the math. I can't remember what it's called. The what is it, Shannon? The algorithms. The algorithm. That's right. Okay. In the line of these storms down in the Tennessee area, there's some storms running through Big Sandy, Brewston, Huntingdon, and some of the towns in the path of these storms are Waverly, Camden, I think it's Villix, hard to read, Clarksburg, Parker Crossroads. Up in Kentucky, the storms that are getting really heavy rain in Russellville, you're getting hit right now, and it's going to get even heavier as that storm goes through. But Corinth, you might want to keep your eyes peeled to the sky. Eppley's, you're probably getting some big rains just on the north side. Lewisburg, you're getting ready to get part of that storm. Middleton, looks like it's going to miss you, Adairville. Auburn, you're in the crosshairs. It's headed towards you as well as Gasper. So just keep your eyes to the sky and get in a safe space. There's nothing severe out there, but any of these storms could go severe at any time. We had a few severe storms roll through the just south of the Hopkinsville area, and they've those warnings were allowed to drop. What is the okay, Chris is asking. It's jacuzzi. Yep. He has a hard time saying that. And let's see. Duck pond in front of my house just needs some ducks. That's Eric Blake saying that. And it's a good day for ducks in some of those areas. And Shelley says, I know he hasn't figured out one that he don't make fun of yet. But we're still to the south of Christian County. There is still a severe thunderstorm warning till 8 o'clock. And the weather is looks like it's calming down at the moment for Clarksville. You got a few strong rain showers in that area, maybe some lightning, and actually the one that's passing through St. Bethlehem looks like it's weakening a bit. And but at any point, these storms could pulse back up and get severe. They're just not severe yet at this time. And let's see. Katie's is still cloud covered and kind of dark looking, but the rain seems to be gone. I'm seeing looks like a pond that has developed after some of the heavy rains that have been through. And I'm looking at the monitor I'm looking at is at I-24. It's WKDZ. It's their camera. And we'll just keep an eye on this screen here and continue to monitor the weather for our area and our region. So far, we're not seeing much now. It's pretty well calmed down. Again, Russellville, you're getting some really heavy torrential rains. That storm is starting to spread out and looks like it may be weakening a bit. There's still a hail core just to the east of Russellville. And then there's also a small hail core going towards Corinth. You may not see any hail, but it's something this radar indicated. Yeah, and it looks like Russellville's got the roughest of the weather right now, and it doesn't seem to be that. It's nothing severe. There is a flash flood warning that is over in Dover, and because they still have a lot of water coming down, and we ask you just to hang with us for a bit, and we'll get you through all of this. Barbara Harden says, windy and pouring down in Lewisburg, Kentucky. Yeah, it did look like y'all are going to get some pretty good rain. There are pop-up storms up around Evansville and Henderson, Kentucky, around Paducah. That storm is getting a bit heavier. and it just looks like it's a good old fashioned thunderstorm. And let's see where well, it does look like the weather is kind of slowing down for us, but we're still waiting for Dave to come back. We have a weather spotter meeting happening right now, and so he'll be coming back as soon as he's finished with his part of the meeting and join us and let everybody know what else is cooking in the area. Doesn't look like there's a lot in Missouri, and I'm looking at a different screen than y'all, and there's just a lot of showers, but it means that there's some unstable air in that area. Down in lower or central southern Tennessee, around Tullahoma, they've got several thunderstorm warnings in that area. And those warnings are for another 37 minutes. And let's see, there's one south of Tullahoma that is got a wind speed clock at 60 miles per hour and 3/4 inch hail. But there doesn't seem to be anything in our region to really worry about. We still have a Bowling Green is still under a special weather statement for another 6 minutes when it expires, and so I'm just taking a look at everything to make sure we've got everything covered for y'all. Yeah, Lewisburg, you're getting quite a bit of rain, and it's going to be there for another 15 minutes. You'll get some heavy rain, and it looks like there was headed towards Corinth. Seems like there's some sort of an alert that there could be 3/4 inch hail there. So you just might want to get inside. Not sure that there's actually hail falling. And there's Amy.
Yes, I come to join you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You sense that I need a little help, eh?
Actually, backup was called in for you.
Okay. All right, and this is Amy, and she's sitting in for Dave right at the moment. And yeah, Dave, it's Amy.
It's me.
And she's gonna help out. You've got all the controls for the different screens and things.
Right.
I've just got all the radar screens.
Okay.
And yeah, there's not much in the area. Just to bring you up to speed, everything's pretty well. It's like moving away from us and dying out. Even the storms in the Russellville area are starting to die down. And there's the only severe weather I have found is the flash flood warning. It's over in Dover and then down around Tullahoma, Tennessee.
All right. Yep, I'm seeing that one down in Tullahoma.
So that's where we are.
Getting down in my old stomping grounds.
All right. And but hang with us, folks, because there still could be some more weather to come in. Down around Bumpus Mills, there's another series of storms that is trying to move into Kentucky. They just haven't made it here yet, and those could, if they hold together, they could move into the Hopkinsville area possibly.
Let's see. Hearing another alert come in. Trying to see where that one's going to be.
Oh, wow, I'm not hearing anything.
Not seeing where that one's going to be at.
Okay. It'll show up here in a minute or so. It may be a flood warning of some kind.
It very well could be. Since I'm just
Shelley Workman
stepping
says
in.
it's party time.
It is party time.
Yeah, now that you're here. Heather Cooper says, hey, everyone, stay safe. And Corinth looks like may get the heaviest of the rain. It's getting ready to move into that area. Adairville, you may get a little piece of it, but you're not going to get much of it. These are just good old-fashioned thunderstorms, and maybe a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, and maybe a little bit of hail. But so far, we're not seeing anything that's severe out of those storms. Yeah, let's see here. Keep looking around for different things to report on. Paducah's got a pretty good storm just to the north of you. Metropolis, you probably got hit pretty hard with that storm. Again, it's not severe. It's just a good old-fashioned thunderstorm with a lot of rain. And we still have, in the Russellville area, we still have a weather statement. There's 1 minute left. It looks like it's going to be let to expire. And I'll let you know if it's continued or what. But it looks like that particular storm.
Spoke too soon. It just went severe.
Sure did.
And
that's the one around Corinth.
Yes. And that one is moving pretty slow. When it had the severe, the special weather statement on it, it was only moving at 10 miles an hour. With the severe, it's moving 15. So it's picked up a little bit of speed, which means it was getting more intense.
Now let's read that storm. Well, I can't open it up here. Okay, we'll open it up over here. All right. This is what they're reporting out of that Corinth storm. They're saying immediate broadcast requested, severe thunderstorm warning, National Weather Service out of Louisville, Kentucky at 5:59 p.m. Central Daylight Time today. There's the National Weather Service in Louisville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Logan County in South Central Kentucky, northwestern Simpson County in South Central Kentucky until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It says here that at 5:59 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles southeast of Russellville, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. The hazard is 60 mile per hour winds. It's all radar indicated, so nothing has been sighted that way. And the impact is to expect some damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations include Franklin, Auburn, Adairville, Salmons, Turnertown, Neosho, Dennis, Shaco, I botched that, Middleton, and Oakville, and remain alert for possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. And that's maximum hail size is 3/4 of an inch. Wind threat is radar indicated. So keep an eye to the sky there and find a safe spot for the time being. And we'll get you through that. In Middleton, you're going to be in the middle of that. Auburn, need to keep aware of it. Dareville, it looks like you were included in that thunderstorm warning. So please keep safe. And if you are driving and you run into any flash flooding, please don't cross it. Don't cross the road. Could be you don't know if that road has been washed out or what. You can't if you can't see what's underneath that water, you don't need to be going there and going through it. Elise Brooks says your entire team is awesome. Thanks for helping us informed. Thanks for keeping us informed. You're doing great, David and Amy. Thank you. And we're just trying to keep you safe. We have a lot of really incredible people here that we work with. The weather spotters here are, we're all volunteers. We don't get paid. We just all have one thing in common. We love the weather. Would you say that, Amy?
Absolutely. We definitely do have a great team, and that's where David is at the moment, meeting with the spotters that are over there for our one of our monthly meetings that we have.
Yeah, it looks like we had a big turnout tonight.
Right, we have a couple of new ones that were joining us.
Cool.
So he was doing a brief meeting with them. But yeah, we all are here because we do just love the weather, love the science. Plus, we love helping the community because this helps you guys just as much as it does the National Weather Service. We love to help keep our community safe.
Now, if I remember correctly, this group started, what was it, in 2005 or 2006?
2006.
Yeah, there was a big tornado that moved north of the city, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. I'm new to the area, so I'm still trying to understand all of the history with the group. But Dave and Mark Booker got together and started the Weather Watchers, or the Weather Spotters. And about 2 years ago, they started the YouTube channel. And now whenever there's severe weather, those of you that don't know, we will, our weather spotters team up and dispatch out into the county and observe. And a lot of times our weather spotters are the ones that reach out to the National Weather Service to let them know of severe weather in the area. I think I got that right, Amy?
Yes, absolutely. You've done a good job.
Oh, well, yeah, I owe you $5 for that. Thank you. All right, Deborah Sale says, thank you guys for doing this even when it's not too bad. Having you guys tell us what is going on helps calm nerves. We're glad to do that. Thank you, Deborah. And it looks like the only severe weather is the one that's just south of Russellville, Kentucky. That turned severe and is still moving to the northeast. Woodburn, you might be in the crosshairs of that. Auburn, you may get some of that severe stuff as it goes through. So if you would just be careful, stay safe. And it looks like Bowling Green has just got looks like a thunderstorm in the area, but if this stays on the severe storm stays on the same path, and it holds up, Greenville, you may get some of that rough weather. Or Bowling Green, sorry. I'm reading it and I said it wrong. That's the first mistake I've ever made again. Give Dave a cookie. Oh, aren't you so nice, Chris? Deborah says, hello, Amy.
Well, hello, Deborah. Going to look a little bit further to the north here. There is that little cell that is just east of Evansville and Henderson that still has severe not severe, special weather statement on it too.
Yeah.
Looks like it's got 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and pea-size hail radar indicated. That one's just one to keep an eye on up in that area.
Yeah. And it's just looks like it's going to go north of Owensboro. So unless it may be trying to drop some water down south of that, maybe trying to move south, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got much movement at all. It's just kind of sitting there doing its own thing. And it says that particular storm may have a cold air funnel cloud associated with it due to the nearby low pressure. So if I back out of the radar here, while it is in motion, you'll see looks like some circulation. The storms down south of us are moving to the east. The ones up north are kind of more on a northeastern track. And then to the west of us are kind of moving southeast. And that is due to the circulation of the low pressure that is moving in.
Gosh, I just noticed. I hope my head isn't blinding anybody out there.
You want me to bring you some of David's powder?
I might could use it. Thanks, Stephanie. You caught it. You got the joke.
So this one that is around just east of Metropolis. Gonna have to watch that one closely, especially for the northern part of Christian County. If it holds its track, it may just graze the very northern part of the county. Now, there are no warnings or special weather statements on that one as of right now.
And it does look like it's strengthening.
It does. So we may just need to keep our eye on that one.
And don't forget, those of you in the Bumpus Mills, Indian Mound, Dover area, there is a flash flood warning for that area. So if you find any areas that are flooded, please don't cross them. And there's still a good line of storms running in that same line that could affect that area. And if they hold together, they may move into the area with us.
All right, guys, I'm going to mute my mic for a few minutes. Have some visitors walking in here with David. Give me just a moment.
I have visitors too, so let's just continue. But there's still that special weather statement around Evansville, or just to the east of Evansville, and as well, we've got that severe storm between Russellville and Franklin, and it is still packing a punch. So take it easy, be careful. And stand by for a second, please. All right, thanks for holding with us. We are getting ready to, well, I see Dave.
Yes, I am here. I have returned. We've got a lot of things going on.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll send him with you then.
Yeah, I'm going to step away here for a few minutes, and we've got a guest that's going to be sitting in.
Right.
All right. Thank you, folks. It's been a pleasure spotting for you and keeping y'all safe. Y'all have a great day.
Everybody hang on. I'm still going to be here, and I'm going to introduce you to the person I was talking about a little earlier. And then we're going to get ready to shut this down. Pretty much the severe weather, except for over around Russellville, Looks like we still got a severe thunderstorm warning over that way, Russellville and Franklin. I have a sister and a brother, 2 brothers over around Franklin. And so, anyways, we see our friend Scott Shoup. Let me go ahead and let him get set up, and I'll come back with him here in just a second. Boy, it is still. Do I have some folks on here? I'm missing you guys. I don't see too many people chatting with me. Okay. Hang on here just a minute. I want to check things just a second.
Mark and Radar.
Okay.
Or you just want him to talk?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you could do.
Hang on here just a second, everybody. Oh, very good. Okay, I think I got my mic straightened out, and we have joining us Scott Shoup. This is the naturalist I was talking to everyone about. Scott and I go back a long ways, and that is naturalist, not naturist. That's been confused a little bit, hasn't it, Scott?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Well, Scott,
We don't want to make that mistake.
No. Scott is the one that will be doing some of our. He's going to be joining the channel, and he's going to be doing a lot of videos and natural stuff and things. You guys are going to just find so interesting. And Scott, they're already saying hi, Scott. Stephanie Roke and everybody's saying they're still here watching. And well, Jeremy Thompson says, "What's tomorrow look like?" Well, I'll be honest with you, Jeremy. It's going to look a lot like today because they're talking that we're not going to get much of a break in these storms and everything. So, Scott, we're talking about weather right now, but I brought you on because I wanted them to meet you because they're going to see more of you as time goes by. And a lot of people are now saying, hi, Scott, Mary Vorbees and Mermaid Cakes, my good friend Jessica up around Nortonville. She says, hey, Scott, I do have some very, very good friends on here, and they'll be your friends too. They call us Thunder Buddies. So
All right.
I thought you might
Hello,
like.
everybody.
Yeah, so tell them a little bit about what you will be doing with our channel. We're still working it out, but I want them to hear it firsthand.
I'm going to be talking mostly about nature and wildlife, and hopefully it'll be things that will be interesting, and a lot of it is stuff maybe that people are not aware of. So
Right. A lot of them don't realize that Scott used to work with me when we were down at Nightingale Game Calls. Man, back in the good old days, we did the Woods and Wetlands TV show, and then you and I came up with In the Wild, which is a nature TV show. Did very well, didn't it?
yeah, it was actually the highest rated show on the Outdoor Channel that year.
It was.
Yeah.
They offered us some nice money, didn't they? And you and I kind of screwed up. And anyway.
Well, we both had other things going on, and
Yeah.
You know, those kind of endeavors take a lot of time and a lot of energy and a little bit of money to make it pull it all together, and we both were doing other things as well, and it just the timing just wasn't right for it.
I guess that's right.
For us at that time, but it was a lot of fun, and I certainly learned a lot about that particular technology.
Yeah, about television and so I'm looking forward to this. We'll get a chance to work together again on some things. And we did a 10 video was it 10 videos in the wildlife nature series?
Right, yeah, and those were distributed to schools and libraries, actually nationwide, all over the country.
Yeah.
We sold those, and it won an award, won the Jesse Stewart Award. So you and I did some pretty good stuff together way back in the day.
We sure did. And we're going to do a lot more, even better stuff as time goes by. So I want everybody to meet you and to know who you are. I'm still getting a lot of people saying hello to you. Wow, you're going to be more popular than I am the way it looks. Shelley Workman says, you're going to tell David how to eat chocolate cicadas, Scott? And then she starts laughing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was in Mexico. I lived in Mexico for a little while a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And speaking of eating bugs, I went to a Oaxacan restaurant there and saw something on the menu, and my Spanish was passable, but not real good. And there was a couple of words in the menu that I didn't quite know what the meaning was, but I went ahead and ordered the dish anyway because it had some good stuff on there. And turned out it was fried grasshoppers, no, crickets, I think it was.
Oh,
So, yeah, I've tried bugs, and
were they good?
well, they weren't that bad, but I just couldn't get past the fact that I was eating a bug. So
Yeah.
I didn't finish the meal. I'll put it that way.
Well, this is going to be fun, and a lot of people are, in fact, Mermaid Cakes. Jessica says, I'm excited for the nature stuff. I'm in my bird watching era, and she's laughing. And Chris Beecham says, good afternoon, Scott. Good to meet you. Welcome to the family. Shelley, yeah, I've already said that. And let's see here. Jackie Mathis says, hey, Scott. Jeffrey Shaver, hi, Scott. You're just getting hellos right and left. So they
Yeah.
must think a lot of you. So I'm
Well, it
looking
sounds
forward.
like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to go ahead and go back solo to the radar. And Scott, you can go ahead and get off mic because we have a meeting to attend here in just a second. And I'm getting ready to shut this down. So let me finish up with the weather, and I'll be back with you in a
So
little
long,
bit.
everybody.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys got to meet Scott. It's going to be interesting. About the only thing we have going on, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning over around Auburn, Franklin area, or Simpson County, and eastern Logan. But that storm looks like it's kind of weakening down a little bit. The only other thing we're having is flash flood warnings going off. Of course, we did expect that with all the rain that's been falling. And we're going to watch this up here in northern Kentucky. That's another little line that could come in later on this evening. So, folks, right now I don't see anything horribly severe as far as damaging stuff goes. Could get some hail, could get some more winds, and they could get gusty at times. So that's to be expected. And you could see some cold air funnels. We've already seen one with the National Weather Service showed us from Butler County, Missouri. But overall, we're doing pretty good. So I did want to get on here and tell all of you hello and let you know what was going on. But we pretty well have run out of things to worry about. Wait a minute. Jennifer Shaver says, I got a sucker with a scorpion in it. I ate the scorpion too. Jennifer, we're going to have a long talk one of these days. Anything. Stephanie Rose says, anything overnight going to be bad? Stephanie, we could get these thunderstorms just about any time, day or night. So I just wanted you to know that, it's going to be okay. You guys are laughing at me. Let me look over at the Facebook page and see, Daryl Armstrong, my old friend Daryl from years ago. He's watching from Tybee Island, Georgia. Welcome, Daryl. I'm looking forward to seeing you when you get back to Kentucky. He says he wants to join the group, and we're going to have some good times with him too. So we have a lot of things happening, everybody. So be sure and stay with us and hit like and be sure and subscribe to this channel. I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, or at least two of our sponsors. The first one is Michael Vance Contract and Roofing, 270-707 roof. If you have any roof damage or anything, call Michael up. He will be able to tell you. Talk is cheap. He will give you some free advice if you need it. And if you wanted to have him do your work, he'll give you a good price on that too. Also, he owns Lakeside Campground Marina. And you see there's the website to go to find out more about that. It's a beautiful place. And we do have a camera up over there. One of these days, we're going to get it on here a little bit better. Also, I want to talk about another sponsor. It's going to be sponsoring Scott some, and that's Kentucky Hemp Works. Katie Moyer, she's been on here with us several times. We are going to get the online store on, and it is coming very quickly, and you guys are going to enjoy what we got to say. So anyway, just be watching for that stuff, and be sure and talk to our sponsors, and if you have some need, you're going to see the products very soon. So folks, I guess that's about it. I'm about to run out of things to say, but I wanted to close and tell you that it's been good to seeing you all again. A lot of you are just so supportive. You've become real friends, and I can't tell you how honored I am to have you. So anyway, thank you, and I guess until next time, be watching for the new stuff coming. It's all coming soon, and you're going to find this a really good channel. So anyway, take care of yourselves. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.